Hey everyone, it's time to build it better. Welcome to week 2 of building a deck. Now, if you remember last week, we poured all of the concrete footings. We've let them sit for a good solid week to let them cure. We also added the ledger board around the house. Well, this week, we need to add the posts, the beam, and all of the joists. So by the end of today, it's really gonna start looking like a deck. So come on, we've got a lot of work to do. First, I'll need to drill holes in the footings for the strike anchor. Then place the anchor in the hole. Next, I'll place the Simpson strong tie post base bracket over the anchor, then add the washer and nut. And I'll strike the anchor pin until the pin is flush with the anchor. Then I'll tighten the nut with the socket wrench. Now that the post brackets are in place, I'll measure from the bottom of the bracket to the string line to find the length of the posts for the girder beam. Then I'll cut the posts to size and secure them to the post base brackets with exterior wood screws or nails. With the posts in place, I'll add 2x8s to both sides of the posts to create the girder beam per my deck plan from Sutherland's. I'll also add solid blocking between the 2x8s along the girder beam to provide bracing. Before I add the joists, I'm going to protect the ledger boards with this Co-Fair Deck Flash barrier. This will protect the tops of the board from water and help prevent rot and decay. I'm using 12-inch Co-Fair Deck Flash barrier on the ledger board. It should be installed with a minimum of 3 inches on the house, then over the top of the board, and at least 3 inches down the face of the ledger board. To maximize adhesion, roll with a small hand roller. I'll also protect the top of the girder beam with 3-inch Co-Fair Deck Flash barrier and ensuring it's properly adhered. Now, to prevent weed growth under the deck, I'm covering the area with landscape fabric. Now it's time to hang the joists. I'm using a method I learned from my grandpa. It's called the bent nail method. Start by driving a nail near the top end of the joist. Then bend it over. Use the bent nail to hold the joist flush with the other beam. Now I will hold the Simpson strong tie joist bracket in place and secure it to the ledger board with premium exterior wood screws or nails. I'll remove the nail from the top of the joist and return the joist to the bracket and secure the joist to the bracket. I'll also add solid blocking between the joists over the girder beam, securing the joist to the girder beam and to the solid blocking with 3-inch premium exterior wood screws. Now that all the joists are in place, I'll add a rim joist to the front side of the deck, securing it to each joist along the front. With the deck framing done, it's time for the guardrail posts. I'll temporarily secure the post to the deck framing with a timber-tight screw. Once it's in place, I'll drill 2 holes for the carriage bolts. Insert the carriage bolts. Add a washer and a nut and tighten with a socket wrench. I'll repeat this process for all 10 of my guardrail posts. Be sure to check your local building codes for guardrail heights and attachment details. Now, I'm also adding tie plates at the joists on either side of each of my guardrail posts for extra strength and structural integrity. Now that all the joists are in place, I'll add the 3-inch Co-Fair Deck Flash barrier to each joist and rim boards. I've also decided to add a concrete landing for my stair stringers to rest. And yes, I'm adding my initials for posterity. I am so happy with the progress I've made so far. It is actually looking like a deck. But that's going to do it for this week. So make sure you tune in next time when I'll be installing the Trex composite decking, the railings, the stairs, and we'll wrap up this deck project. Till next time, I am Jeremy Rabe, and don't forget, don't just build it right, build it better with Sutherland's. I'll see you there.